The trailer for Us was really terrific. It gave me enough of a mystery and enough curiosity within that to really want to check it out. Now, I was already going to check out Jordan Peele's follow-up to Get Out because that movie was tremendous. It's widely regarded as one of the best horror movies of recent years. For good reason, it's pretty terrific all round. I went back to that a few times and I just love that movie. So I was eagerly anticipating Us. And this is a movie all about a family of 4 who are heading out to a cabin, a summer house to relax, spend some of the summer weeks just whiling away, having fun. But our lead character, Adelaide, has had a torrid past back at Santa Cruz Beach before. We see this at the start of the movie, and I won't really go into that too much because it's one of the better scenes within the movie. And as the trailer shows, there is complete, exact copies of them that start to break into the house, that start to get to them, that start to, draw parallels between their current life and this mirror-like person that's been hiding in the shadows. And the movie kind of goes on from there, and I don't really want to spend too much time on the plot because I feel like it's one that you really need to discover as you go into it. Now, the movie's good. Just good. It's not great. I don't think it was as fantastic a movie as I was hoping it was going to be for several reasons. Now, the movie starts off strong. There is a sequence that is set in 1986 that's really atmospheric, that's shot terrifically well, that's really creepy and builds the tension because you know something's going to happen here. And it plays with the audience. It teases you as it slowly feeds you some information to the ultimate result, which you kind of knew was going to happen, but it's the getting there, that really matters. And we jump some point in the future to Adelaide and her family, and it should be said that all the main actors and actresses here are fantastic. They all give tremendous performances, fantastic performances in these kind of dual roles that they all have. But there is a turning point, I'd say maybe halfway through the movie, where we jump to Elizabeth Moss's family and she is friends with Adelaide's character, that things become much more grander in scale. And this becomes a much more global issue for the family. And I feel as if at this point it starts to become a little bit muddled to an ultimately rather unusual but not solid finale. And I feel that the movie kind of falls away in the second half. There is an inconsistency within the tone. You have a kind of straightforward, scary beginning, then you meet the family, then horrific things happen, and then they start to crack jokes and wise in the latter half when the real gore and blood and terror begins. These guys start to have one-liners or argue about who's killed the most people or things like that just doesn't feel natural. It feels as if they're all talking in quips, and it doesn't feel like natural dialogue that these characters, who we've met for the first half of the movie, would talk like. You could maybe have got away with one or possibly 2 of them doing this, but all 4 just seems kind of wrong, doesn't feel entirely natural. But the movie looks excellent. It's shot fantastically well. It's very stylistic. It has some great music cues throughout it as well, and lots of things to really revel in. The performances, like I said, are top notch. The cinematography is pretty great. There is some great ideas behind the movie, but I don't think it ultimately lands. What this movie I thought was going to be never quite got there. It's more a parable about American politics and how people are after a certain era, how they've never been the same, how they are held back, whether it be by themselves or by other forces. They're never allowed real free will. But it ultimately wasn't as fulfilling as Get Out. And when I think about this movie against that, I prefer Get Out hands down. Easily, it's far more enjoyable of a movie. This is one that I don't think I would go back to in a rush. Maybe a few years down the line I might be curious and go back to check it out. But there was a lot of things that left me cold about the movie. Jordan Peele is definitely a director to watch. I've enjoyed both his movies, one more than the other, which is fair enough. But I don't feel that Us is a bad movie. I just feel that it is a little bit unfulfilling, not as polished as it could be. It has good moments of strong horror, but then it has moments of ridiculous comedy, one-liners that just don't marry together with this. You know, I think he needs to pick a tone, and I think he has an expert eye or writing talent for the scares, the horror, and I think he could do really well in that if he just goes for just a straight-faced horror movie. I'd like to see that next from this guy. Either way, I'm going to go and see his next movie because I think he's pretty talented and an exciting director within the horror genre. I would love to know your thoughts on Us. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs. Film.